evening, parents, students, and community members, and welcome to the 2023-24 school year's open house. Welcome, I'm Mr. Dukes, your school principal. We're very glad to have you here.
And I'm Mr. Frazier, the proud assistant principal here at Markham.
Caution, hard hats needed. Great minds under construction. That's our theme for this year at Markham. The vision of Markham is to ensure that all scholars receive an individualized approach to an unparalleled quality education through highly engaged collaborative learning, enhanced technology, and global communications in preparation for college and career readiness. Our mission is to ensure that maximum student progress by developing the whole child in pursuit of academic and social excellence within a safe and secure learning community that advocates for consistent and accountable instruction for all stakeholders.
We want to introduce you to our front line, where we have Ms. Gray, who is our school office manager, Ms. Coach, our IMT, Ms. Raz, our front desk clerk, and Ms. Valentina, our front desk clerk. We also have a strong support team this year. We have Ms. Clavijo, our math coach, Ms. Jackson, our math resource teacher. We have Ms. Foreman, our new literacy coach, and we also have Ms. Smith, our resource teacher. We are extremely excited to bring on board our science coach, Mrs. Scott, this year. We have Ms. Moore, our ESC specialist, Ms. Starks, who's also known as Ms. McIntosh, our ESC facilitator, Ms. Brown, our speech pathologist, and Ms. Matson, our school counselor. We have a new art teacher here at Markham this year. I know you guys remember Mr. Lowe, but taking Mr. Lowe's place this year is Mr. Kalina. We also have our music teacher, Mr. Phillip, and our PE teacher, Coach Nguyen.
Parents, please note our school hours for early Head Start and Head Start and VPK are from 8 a.m. to 1:45 p.m., whereas our kindergarten through 5th graders are here from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. Please make sure that you note that arrivals may not arrive any sooner than 7:20 a.m. because there is no supervision prior to that time. Also, pre-K scholars must be hand in hand with our pre-K staff. Absences and tardies should always be reported the day of, and any scholar not in classroom by the late bell is considered tardy. The late bell for grades K through 5 is at 8:05 a.m.
Back to school forms. Remember, the teachers passed out back to school forms. That was due on August 25th. But if you want to fill it out online, our back to school forms goes green. Please go to our school website where you can see the link listed below for you to be able to fill out those forms. Please click on online school forms, read the information, and towards the bottom of the page, click on back to school forms wizard, and it will allow you to begin the process of completing all back to school forms. So please make sure you bring it back to the school so we can have that information for this upcoming school year.
Academic information. Our goal this year is for every child to grow. We have high expectations for all of our scholars. We'll be using the FAST, the STAR, and the BEST standards, and we'll be remediating any child that needs additional help. We'll be having assessments throughout the year to progress monitor, and we'll be providing informal and formal assessments in the classroom to check and make sure that every child is getting better. Reading and math, you can practice that every night with iReady and also with practice from their classwork.
We appreciate you attending our open house, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me, Mr. Frazier, or Mr. Deuce, or reach out to your child's teacher. Again, we have high expectations for all of our scholars, and we are extremely excited this particular school year by all the initiatives and the fun things that will take place inside of the classroom.
Thank you all for coming. And next you'll hear from Mr. Obel, one of our community partners with our after school program. And then you get to hear from our teachers. Have a great night.
Hello, I'm Michael Bell, CEO of Community Based Connections. Look, I can't tell you, first of all, welcome back to another school year. Community Based Connections have been in our community for over 12 years. And as we continue to explore the option that changes the odds for our children and families here in Broward County, our focus has been on Markham Elementary. And we invite you out to our MOST program, after school services, where your kids will get enrichment services, field trip, but most importantly, education support, reinforcing what they learn in the classroom after school. I gotta tell you, I'm excited about this partnership because over the year, just in a couple of years, we have poured over $500,000 in resources in this school. And I can trust and believe that under the leadership of Principal Dukes, that those resources will continue to expand the option for our children. If you're a parent, or if you're a teacher, or if you're just a community stakeholder, would like to get involved with our Markham Hub Resource Zone, where we make sure that the health initiative is on the front line for our families. That concrete support, meaning real support, utility support, are available for families in need. But also, we want to make sure that the work we do with you change generations to come. We meet every last Wednesday of the month at 11:30 via Zoom or sometime in person. Please contact Community Based Connection at www.communitybasedconnections.com by visiting our website or call us 954-908-5249. Look, at the end of the day, it's about our children having the best resources afforded to them. And Markham deserves the best. And I trust and believe that with the partnership of the school board and our district representative, Nora Rupert, and Principal Dukes, we will make sure that our children get the best services to them and their families. We look forward to hearing from you and being in contact with you. Thank you.
Good evening, Markham family. I am your Title I liaison, Veronica Jackson, and I'd like to welcome you to our open house and Title I annual public meeting. As your Title I liaison, my job would be to make sure that you are actively engaged in your child's education experience. We have prepared a Title I PowerPoint with information about our Title I program here in the county and at Markham Elementary. Today's agenda includes the welcome and introductions. I will be talking about everything that you need to know about Title I, standards and testing, parent and family engagement, classroom visitations. What is Title I? The goal of Title I is to provide a high-quality education for every child and is the largest federal assistance program for our nation's schools. The program serves millions of children in elementary and secondary schools each year. Markham Elementary is a Title I school. And how does it work? First, the federal government provides funding to states each year for Title I. Second, the Florida Department of Education sends the money to the district. Third, the school district identifies eligible schools and provides Title I funds. Markham Elementary implements a school-wide program. What is our school status? As it stands right now, Markham is a C school. Our priority and focus to make sure that Markham is moving up to our A is to increase our students' proficiency and increase our students' learning gains. Our status explanation, we're going to make sure that we achieve our goals by providing standards-based instruction, small group instruction, and students will have journals for all content areas, including reading, math, and science. Parents, you have rights. You have the right to be involved and request regular meetings to express your opinions and concerns. You have a right to receive information on your child's level of achievement on assessments like the FAST or STAR assessments in reading, language arts, mathematics, and science. You have a right to request and receive information on the qualification of your child's teacher, and you have a right to be informed if your child is taught by a non-highly qualified teacher for 4 or more consecutive weeks. We have what is called the School Public Accountability Report, SPAR for short, and it provides parents and the community with important information about each public school, such as demographic data, school safety and climate for learning information, academic data, graduation rates, class sizes, teacher and staff information, curriculum and instruction descriptions, and post-secondary preparation information. Now that we have moved from Florida Standards Assessments and we're moving into FAST testing, what would be the impact of this transition? 1 is time testing, 2, testing schedule, and 3, ability to monitor students throughout the year. The FAST test eradicates Common Core from our classrooms. It builds up Florida school and accountability by meeting the needs of and empowering educators, parents, and students. And it also focuses on real-time results to drive decisions that set everyone up for success before it's too late. Florida Assessment of Student Thinking reduces testing time and minimizes the stress of testing to 3 much shorter check-in assessments in the fall, winter, and spring. Each subject area test will be administered in 1 day. It is recommended that each student take only 1 subject per day. PM1 and PM2, that's progress monitoring. Progress monitoring 1 and 2 will be used for informational purposes only, not for accountability. However, PM3 will be a summative assessment used for accountability purposes. In this chart below, we have the schedule for PMs 1, 2, and 3. Those are the testing windows. Florida Assessment of Student Thinking. Grades VPK to 2 is a computer-adapted VPK in kindergarten aligned to Florida Early Learning and developmental standards. Grades 1 and 2 are aligned to BEST standards. Grades 3 through 10 is computer-adapted tests, and it's aligned to BEST standards also. And grades 4 to 10, fast writing, will be reported separately from reading, not contributing to the ELA score. It's also computer-based in all assessed grades. Measuring student success. How do we do that? Throughout the year, we will be assessing our students in different areas. First, our START reading and math assessments for grades K to 2. Our Florida Assessment of Student Thinking in reading and math, FAST for short, is for grades 3 to 5. Math cumulative assessments, topics 1 through 3, and topics 1 through 11, will be for students in grades K to 5. We also have our iReady diagnostic assessments in reading and math for students in grades K to 5. We have our reading benchmark and magnetic unit test, K to 5, and our statewide science assessment. Here's a list of all of our assessments that we will be taking in grades 3 to 5. We have students will be tested on ELA reading, grades 3 through 5, and grades 4 and 5 will also be tested on ELA writing. Mathematics is for grades 3 through 5, and science is for grades 5 only. Title I programs provide supplemental support, such as smaller classes, additional teachers and paraprofessionals, additional training for school staff, extra time for instruction before and or after school programs, parental engagement activities, and or a variety of supplemental teaching methods and materials. Title I funds. Markham Elementary is provided $542,459 to pay for services and programs for our students. Title I funds pay for the following: teachers and support staff salaries, Head Start and VPK staff salaries, parent engagement activities and programs, and supplemental materials. The Parent and Family Engagement Plan requirements. A child's academic success is more closely linked to parental and family engagement than it is to family's economic status. Title I Part A program regulations require that every school receiving federal funding support effective teaching and active learning through comprehensive parent and family engagement programs. We involve our parents in a meaningful way in the development, implementation, and review of the parent engagement program. We convene an annual meeting to inform parents of Title I students, of Title I requirements, and their rights to be involved in the Title I program. Ways that you can be involved. We have our School Advisory Council, PTA. We will be having Parent University Nights in the areas of literacy, math, science, and testing and technology. You will have the opportunity to volunteer, and you will have the opportunity to participate in our class field trips. The Parent and Family Engagement Plan requirements is that we provide parents and guardians of Title I students with timely information about the Title I programs. We're required to assist parents and guardians in understanding academic content standards, assessments, and how to monitor and improve the achievement of their children. We're required to provide materials and training to help Title I parents work with their children to improve academic achievement, and we offer meetings at flexible times to maximize participation. This is where we need your participation tonight. We have the school parent contact form. Your teachers, your classroom teacher, will have these forms in English, Spanish, Haitian Creole, and Portuguese. Please make sure that you sign the back of the form, your signature and date, your child's name and today's date must also be included in this form. If you have any questions about the school's responsibility, the student's responsibility, or the family's responsibilities, please feel free to reach out to your teacher or me, your Title I liaison. Classroom visitations. In a few minutes, you will have the opportunity to get additional information from your child's classroom teachers. They will be providing grade-specific information on Florida standards and grade level expectations, grade-specific curriculum, measuring student success, the definition of proficiency, and an overall overview of their plans for the year. They will also provide strategies that parents and guardians can use to help their child. Okay, that is the end of our Title I PowerPoint for this evening. Thank you so much for your attention. Again, I am Veronica Jackson, your Title I liaison here at Markham, and I'm looking forward to an exciting year of parental engagement. If you have any questions about our Title I program here at Markham, I will be located in the Media Center. You can stop by and talk to me about all things Title I. Thank you, and please have a great evening.
Greetings, Markham scholars, parents, community, staff, all stakeholders. We have one more announcement. After you visit your child's class, please come to the Media Center where we have giveaways, we have vendors, and we have committee signups. We also have an application we want you to fill out. This is called MAP. Making A's Pays is a program founded by Mr. Shahid Foreman. Mr. Foreman established this program to recognize students that exhibit good behavior and are earning A's in their academics. Mr. Freeman and his team are in the Media Center, ready to complete applications and share further details of the program with parents. There is no limit to the number of students per family who can participate. The program pays the student each grading period for good behavior and for each A earned. Each student can earn up to $350 per grading period. The total earned in a bank account, and each parent will receive an ongoing statement for their student with each deposit. At the end of the year, each student will be rewarded the total earned in and end of the school year ceremony celebration of a job well done. Parents, please stop by the Media Center and complete your application for the Making A's Pays program tonight. See you then.